Hey y'all, I am Teresa Harris, the Empowerment Coach. I want to talk to you today about living a purposeful life on purpose. Now, here's the first thing I want you to do. Got some tips for you. This is the first thing I want you to do. Stop pretending to be somebody you're not. Now, that's the first step in living a purposeful life on purpose. You've got to be authentic. You got to be authentic. Stop pretending to be somebody you're not. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to stand in front of a mirror, and I want you to look at yourself. And I want you to ask yourself one question. Who am I? Who am I? And if you don't like the answer you got to be true to you. Don't sit up and tell yourself who you are when you don't believe it your own self. I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to stand boldly and ask yourself, who am I? Now, here are some tips to help you answer that question. The first tip, stop settling. Stop settling to just get by. Now, Coach Harris, what are you talking about? I want you to stop settling. Meaning, I want you to stop accepting less for yourself. I want you to stop being who people want you to be and love you some you. I want you to be your authentic self. I want you to introduce to some and present to others your true, authentic self. Now, are you going to make some people mad? Pretty much. Because you've lived your life making everybody else happy. You've lived your life through someone else's eyes. You've respected their opinion more than you respected your own. You done sit up and live your life so much the way other people want you to live it. That's why you don't forget who you are. That's why you're not being your authentic self. You got to remain independent. You got to grab on to your independence and hold on tight. Here's another tip. This is an exercise. This is something I want you to do. I want you to declare to yourself that you will no longer shrink yourself. You will no longer shrink yourself to satisfy somebody else, to make somebody else feel good about themselves. You are who you are. You know what you know. You have what you have. If you have your degrees, exploit them. You did the work. You went to school. You trained yourself. You got the knowledge. You got the degree. Now, if somebody says you bragging, oh my God, because he's the one that gave me the strength, gave me the fortitude to go after what I wanted. If you have started a business, kudos. Declare to yourself that I am no longer going to shrink myself to satisfy somebody else's insecurities. The same fortitude that you use, the same strength, the same focus you had, the same believing in yourself that you had, they have the same opportunity. And they can do the same thing you did. You have got to brand yourself. You got to tell folks about yourself. You have got to walk the walk you talking about. Declare to yourself that I am no longer shrinking myself to satisfy somebody else. If you don't like me, that's between you and you. I like me. Here's another tip. There's a term called bougie. Let me give you the true definition of bougie. Bougie is a slang word, and it simply means imitate. It simply means you walking around portraying somebody you're not. You an imitator. Being bougie is not going to get you where you want to go. Being bougie is going to keep you even the more lost. Being bougie is simply going to make you create yourself to be somebody you're not. You're going to lose yourself. Be your true, authentic self. William Shakespeare once said, to thy own self be true. Now, you got to be true to you. You got to know who you are. You got to be okay with you. You got to be okay with you. You got to be okay with your flaws, with your shortcomings, with your insecurities. If you know you need some work in these areas, you need a coach. There is nothing wrong with somebody helping you and encouraging you, motivating you to birth or rebirth your true authentic self and be good with you. Begin to love you some you. Ain't nobody gonna love you like you gonna love you. Now, here's another tip. I come to let somebody know you gotta put in the work. You got to put in the work. In order to be true to yourself, in order to be your own authentic self, you gotta put in the work. You gotta begin to love the person you are, inside and out. You have to begin not to be a people pleaser anymore. You have to be okay learning the word no. If it's something you don't want to do, if it's something that goes against your principles, that goes against your character, it's okay to say no. You're going to lose some friends. Why? You're going to lose some family members. Why? Because you're being true to yourself. You are no longer living the way they have shaped your life for you to live. If they were so good at it, look like me, they would be doing it themselves. Stop being a people pleaser. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. I mean, you got to be true to you first. You got to begin to invest in yourself. You got to begin to make steps to perfect the true you. Perfect whom you are. Y'all, you see me looking down, looking at my notes. Because guess what? I'm authentic. And I don't want to leave anything out. I don't want you to miss any of this. I want you to live a purposeful life on purpose. And the way you do that is to be true to self. Now, you may not do it the way others do it, but it feels good to you. You may not say it the way others would say it, but it sounded good to you. When you start putting yourself first and stop seeking validation from folks, stop seeking permission from folk, then you have arrived. Then you have arrived. You are now being true to self. You are now being your authentic self. When you are no longer afraid of losing friends. Because they wasn't your friend to start with if they left you. When you are no longer afraid of walking into your own destiny, following your own journey, then you're being authentic to self. Everyone is not going to like the moves you're getting ready to make. Everyone is not going to like the fact that their opinion is no longer needed. I've discovered who I am now. And I like me some me. These are ways to live a purposeful life on purpose. I'm doing this for me, and I'm doing it on purpose. So here's what I want you to do. I have a master class, and that master class is called Living a Purposeful Life on Purpose. In that class, I am going to teach you techniques to help change your mindset. I'm going to teach you techniques to reduce that anxiety to nothing. I am going to give you some hard questions that are going to require some deep, deep thought. But I am going to reintroduce you to yourself. As I always say, queens up, And I say that because I support every woman that is true to herself, that acknowledges that I need some redirection. I kind of lost my way a little bit. I know who I am. I just need readjusting. I need tweaking a little bit. I am your empowerment coach. I come to encourage you, to motivate you, to elevate you to the next level. I want you to experience the empowerment coach experience way. Now please dial 901-267-8447 and schedule your free 30-minute clarity call. Now who does that? I'm giving you 30 minutes free. I want to listen to you. I will create a customized package explicitly for you, especially for you, tailored around the avenues, the obstacles, the hindrances that are stopping you from getting to the next level. I am qualified, justified, and I walk in the authority that has been given to me to empower you. Now, don't hesitate. Don't waste any more time. Do this for you. It's time for you to live a purposeful life on purpose. I am Teresa Harris, the Empowerment Coach.